Hey there, everyone. My name is Monkey Shopno. From the Guys Who Play Games, back, not with anything more, but here with some Pokemon Emerald. Hooray! I guess we'll keep all these settings in normal. So, in order to get back, in order to get to the Frontier, I said I was gonna do Frontier stuff, and I'll probably just stick with the factory because I don't want to make a team and. Like, half the fun of the Frontier is making a team rather than the actual Frontier, to be honest. But basically, I speed ran through the game as much as I could to basically get to this point. I did it. I mean, I did a bit slow, but yeah. I'm also running on speed choice, which for the most part basically just means I have instant text on, and I can hold to mash. And, yeah. Whatchamacallit. I mean, let's just go right on in. Speedrunning this game has made me appreciate a lot of the things that, you know, I'm sure everyone appreciates about the older games, which is, you know, like how great the sprite art is and all that jazz. Like, in some ways, maybe that is honestly one of the bigger shames about, the fact that Pokemon went to, like, permanently went to 3D, is that like, it kind of sucks that it's just like, you know, some of these cool sprites, you're never going to see stuff like this again, you know? Anyways, I don't know much of anything about the front. Well, I don't remember much of anything about the Frontier. I know about how it works, obviously, but it's like, you know, like, how does everything... Wow, look at this set. I mean, a water type's probably good. I mean, obviously, you have to pick Salamence, like, Doi. Not the greatest Salamence, mind you, but, you know, it'll do the job. I'm doing doubles because I think doubles is more interesting. I mean, maybe we'll do singles later, but I guess we'll just start with the classic Vaporeon, Salamence, and then, I don't know, Sceptile in the back. Something fast in the back to just do damage. I don't know. I don't remember much about anything. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's considered good for the Frontier, particularly. Like, I know vaguely how to synergize my team, but it's like, I don't know pretty much any of the actual sets. Outside of, like, you know, like, obvious stuff, like, oh, if you see Umbreon, it's probably running Confusion or some sort of hacks team, right? Okay, that Porygon just got, Water Absorb. This is already like a scary start, because that means that I might as well not even worry about the Porygon for now. That's rough, actually. You know, this might be a weird thing to do, but I'm going to try to roar it out. Just have to deal with it right now. Get out of here. Jinx, that's... Somehow that's even more terrifying, huh? Well, I guess we Rock Slide and just Quick Attack and just hope it dies. I mean, it's not going to take too much. Oh, okay, we're good. I mean, I know Jinx has that paper-thin defense, but man. Oh, nice, it traced my, Intimidate this time. Gen 3 is fun, like, I mean... This might be controversial, but I honestly think Gen 3 might have, like, the best, like, battle environment of any Pokemon game, if that makes sense. Especially, like, Emerald and whatnot. Like, it doesn't, like, this is, like, I feel like right before stuff starts feeling like everything's just unviable at higher levels. Like, obviously there's still, like, a very distinct difference between, say, you know, Ledian and, like, you know, freaking Latias or Latios and whatever. But, like, you know, like this wheezing Porygon team doesn't feel like it's garbage compared to, you know, Salamence, for example. I guess we'll just do this for now. It's not gonna start off too hard, for the most part, because they're not too mean to you at first. I mean, I say that, but you can definitely just get a god-awful team sometimes. That does happen. And like most of the time, when you lose in the Battle Factory, it is honestly just because you just have a terrible team, and there's not really much you can do about that. Like, there's an irony that it is honestly sometimes, like, despite the fact that the factory is supposed to be like, oh, it's it's all about mind games or whatever, or like building a good team. But it's like, okay, yeah, but like a lot of times you just kind of lose because you just don't get anything good to start with, and then you just lose. I honestly I like this. Let's swap out Skeptile. Like what were the options? Like Jinx? Jinx in the back is probably fine. When I actually, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't. So, funny thing, I do know one thing, and that's because it's a very interesting thing, which is that the way that a lot of the like facilities work is bugged, where the enemies Pokemon are supposed to get like better IVs as you progress. Like I think right now they all have 3, and by the time you get to like I think fight 40, like is it 49? They all have, by then they have perfect IVs, perfect 31 IVs. But that doesn't actually work like that because I believe that due to a bug, instead of checking this facility, like your progress in this facility for their IVs, it actually checks the progress of the battle tower. Which is a funny oversight. And I believe it works like this for a lot of them. Where they're a lot of the faculties are bugged and that they check the wrong one for some reason, which is kind of surprising. But I think it's like different. Like I don't think they all check the factory. It's like they just kept, I don't know. Like I guess I messed that up. And I guess to be fair, I can definitely see that being an easy mistake to make because like it's kind of hard to tell. Sure, get out of here, Ursaring. Crobat. It's kind of nice to start off with Silent. Silent is actually fantastic in doubles because he's just like he just intimidates both. Like pretty much, I just have to worry about water type. So maybe in that regard, I should probably swap out Jinx. Because if I'm getting blasted by a bunch of water types, so Vaporeon's not doing much. I guess in that respect, maybe I'll get Victory Bell. But if I'm getting blasted by Ice Beam, Victory Bell's not doing much either. Like, it's funny how that works. Like, I guess I might as well stick with it. At least Jinx is neutral. Like, it's just one of those funny things. Like the best counter to a water type is another water type. And Vaporeon does have Water Absorb, so I'm not getting, like, super hard killed. Oh boy, it's Snorlax, everyone's favorite invincible destruction machine. I mean, he's not nearly as bad in this generation, but I don't have a fighting move, so he's still, like, bad. You know? Guess I'll just go for flinches. Because Surf should do a decent amount. I know it's like this is another one of those things. Oh, it's sick. Let's go. This is another one of those things where damage spread I feel like works best in this generation, where for moves that only hit the opponent's side, it does, like spread moves are perfectly spread, right? It's 50% damage to both of them. And then for moves that hit the entire field, there is no damage penalty. It's just 100%. But in later games, it is very much not the case, where it's just always any move that hits more than one Pokemon does 75% damage. So Earthquake is a lot weaker in later games than doubles, which is kind of a shame because I mean, I do in some aspects I do get why they do that, because like having it work like that does kind of put a huge emphasis on flying types in doubles, because having something that's immune to... I should actually check what this even has. Like, it only has Ice Beam, but it does have Lovely Kiss. Lovely Kiss is good. What did I have? It was that the Snorlax team? I should... Actually, you know what? Nah, actually, we'll grab Snorlax. I don't remember what it used, but the first round is usually pretty free for the most part, because they're all super weak. Like, I think your Pokemon always start up with, like... I don't remember what it was. I think it's 15 IVs? Like, middle of the road. And we're getting pretty good matchups too. Nothing like ice beaming me for the most part. I can just fish for flinches basically. Ooh! Ninetales should hopefully die after this though. What if that was Quick Claw? Like, no, you wouldn't think Ninetales is outspeeding Salamence and Miltank. Ooh, that hurts. Actually, that could have been much worse. That's funny. Yeah, sure. Get him down a little bit. Yeah, nice flinch. Rock Slide is actually such a great doubles move because, like, having a chance to flinch both opponents is kind of wicked. Like, it's funny how much better Rock Slide is in the context of doubles, even if it's only half power in this game. Like, I get why they changed it to just 75% for all spread moves because, like I said, like, having Earthquake as a full power move in doubles is kind of insane, especially because it's already so strong. Like, goddamn, you know what I mean? It does work. Shadow Ball? Eh. Vaporeon fell in love. Oh no. We'll just Rock Slide again, I guess. Damn, they both have a track? That's funny, actually. Nice crit. Not really necessary, but we'll take it. I like the idea of, like, there's like a trade-off for, like, Surf is half power. Like, Rock Slide is half power, but like the secondary effect is still great. It's like being able to flinch both opponents is awesome. Yeah, we're good. And there is still, like, a lot of strategy to play around this, but, like, it's funny that this affects stuff like Explosion. Like, Explosion is insane in doubles. Because it's full power to everything, so if you have, like, a Ghost type, or you just have Protect, like honest to God, Explosion might literally be one of the primary reasons why Protect is such a big deal in doubles. Because, like, holy cow, man. You do so much damage. This is one of the few scary Pokemon I've seen, because this can have Ice Punch. I don't know what any of the sets are, but I assume there's probably an Alakazam. I'm pretty sure I remember there being an Alakazam that just has all 3 punches. But luckily in the early rounds, all of the CPUs have random AI, so they'll just do stupid stuff like that instead of killing me. They'll just Thunder Punch, have Ice Punching me for a guaranteed kill. Which is good. Although it does make the early rounds feel very, like, ironically it makes them feel more luck-based in some ways, because a lot of it is just hope they don't pick the move that's actually good against you, you know what I mean? What does Snorlax even have? I haven't checked him. He has Thick Fat, which is great, Leftovers. Honestly, not a bad Snorlax. Not the worst. I'm glad it has Shadow Ball. Ow! Wow. How about you die? Damn, I outsped? Snorlax, I guess these guys are just that fucking slow, huh? This Surf probably kills? Okay. I don't want to get Pain Split again. Slowbro is pretty tanky, though. But, Snorlax is, like, Thick Fat is actually, like, so nice. Like, Thick Fat's one of those abilities that's, like, secretly, like, pretty good. If you think about it, for a more defensive Pokemon. Like, it's just 2 more types he gets. Like, he basically just gets 2 resists for free. 2 extra resists. Which is nice. Water type. Actually, should I swap out Salamence if I'm about to get blasted by water types? What would I switch it for, though? The thing is, the Salamence has good IVs, but I kind of want the, like, this thing's gonna, I'm pretty sure this is Elemental Punch Alakazam. That's really good. Because the thing with the factory is you're kind of inclined to go for more aggressive strategies, because if you're doing more defensive, slower stuff, you're just more likely to get absolutely bodied by, like, something crazy. Like some sort of crazy luck strategy, you know what I mean? Guess we'll just T-Wave. Oh, it has a Lumberry. Of course it does. Well, I'm already regretting this. Wow. Guess we'll just do this. I might lose already. It's like everything's easy until it's not easy, right? That's how it always goes. Jesus. I mean, Snorlax is like a indestructible wall against these guys, so I shouldn't be having too much trouble, but still, scary. Oh, of course. Nice, got through the attract. That'll take out the Flareon. That's good. I like if the only thing I could really say for this Snorlax is I do wish it had Body Slam over Facade. Oh God. Tell me this isn't the wall rain, you know what I mean. Okay, it's not sheer cold, motherfucker. At least it's 2v1 now. I should be able to just blast it with Facade and bite it, I guess. Unless it does that. Which is arguably good for me because, like, whatever. What are the chances that it's gonna spam double team every other turn? Damn it. That's fine, though. A little annoying because I betcha it's gonna... Oh, it's gonna double Yawn. Well, it's dead then. You're out of here, buddy. I'm gonna be real. I want Kingdra over Vaporeon. Like, Kingdra's like so good in the factor. I feel like it has one weakness, and like you're not gonna see it too often. So like, yeah. On the other hand, I can have double the action because let's just swap you out. I might regret this, but like a double water team's fine by me. Like, especially because most Kingdra are going to have some sort of ice move or something like that. Like, Kingdra just doesn't have too much to worry about. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys picked the wrong guys to mess with. Even with the spread, yeah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And it's a Blastoise, oh no. Anyways. This is very funny, actually. Oh, and he's paralyzed. How quaint. Poor guy. He came out to the wrong group of motherfuckers. Alright, is that going to be 1 BP? That's 4 BP, wow. That's actually pretty good. Do you get more BP for multi? Or is it because I'm playing on speed choice? Like, that's the funny thing. Technically I'm playing on a ROM hack. The only thing that the ROM hack is supposed to is it speeds up everything and, you know, gives you a lot of options. Like, it's meant for, like, a randomizer, but, like, you can just play it normally. And if you do, it should just be faster, but I actually have no idea. That's one of those funny things. What do these guys say? I swapped for a weak Pokemon. Battle swap double challenge. Alright, we'll keep going. We'll try to get, I mean, why not? Let's see if we can get the silver. Actually, can you get the silver in doubles? I'm not sure if you can, because I know that you don't fight the Frontier Brains in the doubles format for some reason. So you might not even get a symbol for 21 fights. Oh my god, look at this jank-ass setup. But, like, it has counter. Like, that's not bad. Sleep Powder, Curse, Rest, Frustration. They really like Frustration in the sets for some reason. Oh, that's not a bad Dugtrio. Yeah, there's one of them setup dudes. Double team. Not exactly the greatest group of guys. I mean, Earthquake Credilli's not the worst. I think I'm gonna have to go, like... Actually, does anyone have Protect here? Well, just one of the freaking what's-his-face doesn't. Even the, like, this would be great if I had just one flying type. I guess we'll go U2 and then Manectric in the back and just hope I don't screw myself at some point by accidentally earthquaking and then Manectric comes out and dies. Ugh. It's always rough at first. You kind of get by in like the earlier stuff because they don't have great IVs yet, but it can be rough still. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. Let's focus on the Espeon, make sure it's dead. Great Dilly's pretty tanky, so hopefully it doesn't ever like... Really? God damn it. That's so classic. Ugh. That's actually really annoying. But I'm just gonna do this. Oh, we live in though. Thank God for that citrus. Wheezing, that'll be a good pair. Uh-oh. That's not the greatest. Do you think Manectric is faster than Espeon? And of course it flinched. Well. Ugh. Okay, well, at least on the worst case scenario, it's a 1v1. Oh, it's Destiny Bonding. What a jerk ass. I mean, I don't like this Credilli, so we're definitely swapping that out. Okay, what if he Sludge Bomb crits me? Or I just kill it. Good enough. Because I kind of like Manectric in the back, just because it's fast. Although it's Rain Dance Thunder over just Thunderbolt. Rain Dance Thunder isn't the worst, because, like, especially in the context of this stupid facility, where sometimes you might just get stalled out by a stinking Shuckler or something. It's like, at least with like Rain Dance Thunder, I have a counter to that. Because Thunder literally cannot miss. It's like one of the rare cases of a move that can't miss that's actually like good. At least with a little setup. Oh boy. Okay, what is this Snorlax? His Wheezing has... I mean... It's not the worst. It's just nice to be immune to Earthquake. Does that kill? Damn! Dugtrio's so freaking frail. I mean, that surely kills. Thank God. Oh God, what is this setup? Okay, well I guess I have to just Thunder and hope for the best. Should I Destiny Bond? I think that's a good idea. Oh, wow. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna Rain Dance here. And, like, just hope that surely Lapras doesn't tank a full power stab Thunder. Whew! That was rough. Okay, I'm gonna grab my low tick, because, like, yeah. But, like, ugh. I like Earthquake, but it's like, man, like, Wheezing just is not doing it. Like, I'm sorry. My low tick is really good, so, like, I kind of have to. Like, my low tick is basically just Diet Suicune in a lot of ways, and it's like, yeah, no. It's Suicune, but with an ability that, like, lets it tank a little better, basically. Blech. I guess we'll just Ancient Power and Ice Beam. Nice! Yo, the Omni boost? Yo, that's actually clutch as hell. instant Omni Boost, I'm happy for that. Do your damage. Bam. Tanking it. That's the thing about the stupid random AI. Sometimes like they just do like the dumbest shit, I swear. And we'll just do that again, you know, we'll see where we go from there, I guess. I can't possibly lose. Wow, that wasn't even a crit, I'm shocked. I know Typhlosion is pretty good special attack, but like, damn. Oh, so that was like Thunderbolt Gyarados, which is like awful, because I would have loved to have swapped that out otherwise. But it is rough, like being able, like I can't Thunderbolts. Like I guess the Typhlosion's probably fine. Typhlosion's pretty fast too, and it has Thunderbolt Punch, so like it has a good coverage move. Surely it has like, you know, Overheat or probably Fire Blast or something like that. It probably doesn't have Flamethrower. They don't usually stick like just like a generic 100% accuracy, but like they usually have like a move you can finish, and then like some. Oh my god! It actually does have Flamethrower. That's actually kind of cracked. Houndoom's faster, jeez. Fortunately, that's probably not gonna, yeah. I mean, we'll just do, I mean, hey, why not? Rock Slide Surf. If I had killed them both, I would have got like a full power Surf off. That would have been nice. Was that Quick Claw Houndoom? Or is it like a counter? Okay, so he has Thick Fat, so we're just gonna Surf and Aerial Ace. I'm glad I took this Typhlosion, it's pretty good. It's awesome when you get like an Explosion or an Earthquake team going, but like that is very like, you just have to, like there's really no way to guarantee you're gonna get that, right? An Electric team, huh? I'm not gonna swap though. Maybe I'll regret that, but... Milotic's pretty tanky. Hopefully, like, it could live a hit in, like, Mirror Coat or something. Ampharos is also very slow, so, like, I can just do this. Oh, nice crit! Let's go. No worries. Oh, that is slightly worrying, actually. I mean, I guess we'll just keep this going then. I mean, I'll take him doing that over just Crush Clawing me again, right? And just killing me. And especially when he was just going to use Surf anyways. Okay, Manectric's going to come out and be really fast, so I can just crunch Kangaskhan right away, hopefully. Actually, let me check something. How fast is Manectric? Is this the one with speed? It is, so it's faster than Typhlosion. Hopefully it's faster than Kangaskhan? You would think, like, yes, but Kangaskhan's also pretty fast. Like, if it has, you know, speed investment max, then, like, that's all it takes, you know? Anyways, almost certainly this thing has, I'm glad it Ice Beamed. Oh! Well, it can't possibly live. Or unless it just... Okay. Like, it can't kill both of us. Just... Please. I wonder if the AI is like, oh, I'm low on health, I better endure. No clear favorites. Should I swap out Manectric for, like, Kanga? Nah, we'll keep it. I'll regret it if I run into a freaking double team Embryon, or Umbreon. Embryo. I think that's a character for Crash Bandicoot. Ugh. These guys both have thick fat. What's all the thick fat? Okay, he disabled my thing, so I can just do that, I guess. I'm gonna Rock Slide. I don't know if that kills, but I'm scared of Snorlax. Oh, but I should just focus on the kill then. And we'll just Ice Beam whatever comes out, I guess. Snorlax cursing is terrifying, but like if I can focus fire it, it's not gonna be that bad. Yeah! Take that. This is why the fact that in later gens, the fact that you can't just do that to things coming in because like it waits a turn is like kind of a big deal. Jeez, this guy's a tank. Dude, actually, this thing could be immunity and not... No, it's definitely thick fat. I should be able to kill this, though. Like, I'm doing good enough damage. That should be a kill. Yes. That was a little scary. Skilled in handling of the normal type. Would that trick have anything you could really swap for that'd be good against? I don't know what they are, so I shouldn't take that chance. And I think I picked Manectric at the start, right? So it has good IVs for sure. Hey, look, his Kangaskhan gone again. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, Kanga's a little more immediately threatening. Ooh, nice crit though. Yeah, because if it's just gonna set up and it's already like almost dead, it's like, well, not very scary. Does it learn soft blow in this game? It does, I think. I think it gets it in Gen 3. Poor Scizor. Oh, I guess not poor Scizor, damn. Follow Me Clefable kinda hype, actually. Hell yeah. You have destroyed my sleep. 4 more battle points. Maybe you do just get more for doubles. Because I swear you only get like 1 for singles or something like that. Maybe it's because I'm also doing level 100. I don't know. I mean, if you're experienced with the Frontier, you would know. So if this is just because of the like I'm using speed choice, you know, you feel free to let me know. I don't know. Not that I care. Because this is decidedly different from Challenge Cup. It's obviously a lot more like luck based. I feel like, but also like you actually have like options instead of just kind of being stuck with what you get. You know what I mean? Not the worst air type. If I have, oh, that's the God Swampert basically. Like that's basically like funny enough. This is the moves that I think Swampert runs in the speed run. Just Surf, Earthquake, Ice Beam, counter. I think Orister once said something to the regard of counter will let you win in situations where it would otherwise be impossible. So it's like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I don't know about these other 3 though. I mean, Reflect isn't bad for doubles. Oh, that's an Explosion Wheezing though. Shit, dude. Problem is, I don't have anything that would... Oh, I mean... I'm relying on Quick Claw though, like, yeah, no. But I also have a King's Rock for occasionally flinching. It does have a double edge and Rockhead, which is nice. This isn't even a Rockhead, Aerodactyl. Never mind, not nice. Pressure. Are the abilities random? I actually don't know. I guess we'll have Espeon in the back. And just hope Swampert doesn't ever accidentally Earthquake it. It's also obviously very reliant. You want to hope that, like, what makes Swampert so great too, especially in the context doubles, is if they're immune to Earthquake, they're probably weak to Ice Beam. Like, you pretty much always have a good move. Tch. Asshole. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. But we got Earthquake. Oh, jeez. Oh, ha! Well, I mean, not that it really matters, but you know. Ah. Guess we surf and just hope for decent. Oh, actually, it did that instead of reversal. I'm not scared at all now. Even though that sucks, but at least Kanga's definitely getting taken out. Surely Espeon's faster than Gengar. Actually, I think don't they have the same base speed? Aren't they both 110? Well, let's hope. Ah, it looks like I'm faster. Let's go. Honestly, though, swapping out Aerodactyl for Gengar might be a good idea. Because that's not the greatest Aerodactyl, and Gengar could... This could be a good Gengar. Well, let's do it. Gengar is another one of those Pokemon that's great for doubles, because you avoid getting blown up and earthquaked. Without having to necessarily be weak to ice or something, you know, or be like a rock type. And it's fast. It's a big deal in the factory. And it's not a physical Pokemon that gets ruined by freaking Intimidate Tauros. Tauros with Ice Beam, nice. I wonder if there's any Thick Club Marowaks in here. I actually have no idea. That's an interesting query. Sure. I think this topic has come up a lot, especially because people love to talk about Gengar when this comes up. The physical special split is so interesting in the history of Pokemon because like people have so many different opinions about it. Like I think generally the consensus is most people say it's the best. Like there's a lot of people that'll literally say it's the best thing that's ever happened to Pokemon. And like I honestly disagree. I don't think it's really super necessary. Like you might look at me like I'm crazy for that, but it's like there are a lot of reasons why the split is kind of a like it's hard to say, but like it's such a complicated topic because the physical special split like fundamentally changes how so many things work at their core in regards to how Pokemon are designed nowadays. And like you can always say like oh like you know Pokemon like Sneasel or whatever, like Sneasel is terrible, and it became so much better because of the physical special split. And like you're totally right, but like it's such a like I don't know, like it's a very complex topic. I feel like because like I feel like the physical special split is honestly a huge like factor towards like it's one of like the first big moments of power creep because so many Pokemon like exploded in power when they got like Gengar especially kind of exploded in power when all of a sudden it can just use a stab move off of its like massive special attack. Nice. Quagsire. Quagsire is one of those moments where it's like, yes, I'm glad to have Giga Drain on this Gengar. Oh, Water Absorb, nice. Die. Gulp, gulp, gulp. But when it comes to the physical special split, like when I say it's one of the big, not only is it a big contribution to like one of the first like big moments where there's like more power creep, because so many Pokemon can, like, there's a lot of reasons why. You might not even realize this, but it's like when you think about it, it's like, first of all, it's a big factor towards mixed attackers being way less good nowadays, because you know, in the past, right? If you wanted to run, say, a fire move to hit a steel type, you had to use your special attack. That's just how it works. But nowadays, that's not the case, and like most of the time, because of that, Pokemon end up being built. Actually, you know what? Maybe Crobat? Nah. Like the Gengar example is a good case. I apologize for being so like I can't properly talk about this, but because like this is such like there's so much to talk about in regards to that. Like one of my big things with the physical special split is I think it, honest to God, removes a lot of nuance from the game. Like because of stuff like that. Because like Gengar is like the perfect example. Like before the physical special split, because Gengar's physical attack ain't great, like it can use Shadow Ball, it does get stabbed, and it's better than you might think, because you know a lot of psychic types don't have great defense anyways, so it's still hitting them decently hard. You know, but like you don't have to run it, that's the thing. Gengar has a ton of options and none of them feel like they're better than anything else. Oh, so look at this team, I just realized. What the shit? What a jank-ass team I'm looking at. This is going to be kind of miserable, ain't it? Thank God I at least have Earthquake. Let's probably hit Shuckle. God. Ugh. Okay. Good start. Yeah, Shadow Ball. Oh, great. And I've been immobilized twice in a row. Nice. Classic. And now I'm going to Earthquake my Espeon, like I said I was going to happen. At least I killed the Umbreon. Surely Espeon lives? Oh my god, I'm going to lose to the final team because the double team of Shuckle and... Please don't be a grass type. Okay, I can beat this. This is another hacks guy, isn't it? I remember that a lot of the Wailords have, like, double team, don't they? Like, they're stallers. Like, what the hell is this setup? Thank God Swampert's so strong. Whew! But Gengar is, like, the best example of this. Because, like, nowadays, like, it feels like if you're running a Gengar without Shadow Ball, it's like you're crazy. You have to run Shadow Ball. It is, like, Shadow Ball is just so good. Like, you just have to run it, you know what I mean? But, like, that wasn't the case. Gengar had lots of options before the physical special split, and he had plenty of, like nothing, like, Thunderbolt's great, Ice Punch, like, you have Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Giga Drain. You can still run Shadow Ball. Most people won't, but that's not the worst option, you know what I mean? Jeez, look at this team. Gengar's not really doing much here, to be honest. I guess I'll just T-Bolt the... I'll just Psychic the... maybe I'll T-Bolt the Aggron and I could crit it or something, I don't know. If freaking what's-his-face is gonna just endure anyways. Like, there's so many examples of this. Like, I feel like Pokemon could be designed without necessarily having to use a stab, you know what I mean? And that just doesn't happen anymore. You really do just have to run a stab. Like, you're crazy to not run a stab. That's fine. This is exactly why I surfed. That's something you have to keep in mind, that because Swampert's slow. And, like, you can, like, yes, there are definitely Pokemon that suffered because there wasn't a physical special split, but, like, I think I saw a post that actually summed up a good case of this for, like, look at a lot of water types. Like, things like A lot of the Pokemon, even in Gen 3, it's like Pokemon with that don't necessarily match their stab. Like a lot of like, for example, like Kingler, Absol. What was another example? I feel like it was like stuff like that. It's like, yeah, they're not the greatest, but like they're not bad, and they're interesting because you can run like they're unique. You know what I mean? Kingler is a water type that is very physical, and at least in Gen 1, Crabhammer was a great move. Like, it was good enough that I even compensate. Like, he could still use it as like a special stab, despite not having a great special move. And you can argue that's part of that problem is because they did nerf Crabhammer a lot in Gen 2 onward, but like that's just like design, you know what I mean? Like that they can just make Crabhammer good again. Oh, Crawdon, however you say that. That was what I was thinking of. They're like all these physical Pokemon, but the way you use them is like very different from the way you would use, like, Crawdon is a great example of this because he has like I wish I should have went over those posts before I even went to talk about this, because there's so much to talk about in regards to this. Like, there's so many interesting things. These are Pokemon that cannot exist in like post physical special split, because why would you ever run a special attacker that has a better physical attack stat? You know what I mean? There's no reason to. Crawdon is a physical Pokemon, but it has a type that doesn't necessarily. And I feel like part of that problem too is because, like, Stab is too good. A 50% boost to moves that get Stab. Like, I've always thought like Stab. I think Stab should be like a little weaker, like 1.33 or 1.4 times. You know, it would be like, because like I feel like it's like, God, I'm so scatterbrained right now. Because this is just such an interesting topic to me. I mean, feel free to tell me I'm wrong, you know, but like I just think like there's so many interesting things that just can't exist anymore. Because why would you ever run them when you would just run, like, you know, in regards to my like fire example, for example, let's go back to that. In Gen 2 and even Gen 3, a lot of like physical attackers will run like Fire Blast or something like that, like Machamp and Aerodactyl, for example, because it lets them blast certain certain steel types like Fortress, you know, Skarmory, Steelix, Scizor. Like, it lets them just smash them. And after the physical special split, there's no reason for Machamp to not just run Fire Punch. Why would you not just run Fire Punch? Like, there's technically, like, Steelix is an extreme example where it might still maybe be better in some situations to just run whatever, but, like, you know what I mean? We'll T-Boat Dodrio. Get out of here. I think Dojo is a pretty good mon in the factory from what I remember a lot of times, because a lot of times it'll have like Endure, Flail, Reversal. Like Stab 1 HP Flail is kind of nuts. That's fine. I'll take it. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that anymore. We'll just do this then. I don't want a chance, like, oh my god, look at this thing. The funny thing is, I feel like the nice thing about doubles is a lot of the sets like this are way less polarizing, because if you have two Pokemon, I don't get screwed by substitute anymore. Because you can just break it with one person and then just kill with the other. You know what I mean? Like, that's a nice thing. Dang it, really? Yo, what the hell? Bro. I say that and then I just get screwed by luck anyways. There's nothing you can do sometime, you know what I mean? It's just gonna hit me with Attract and Lovely Kiss a bunch. And he's been immobilized every time so far, which is kind of nuts. And it's faster than Espeon. Thank God Jinx is frail. If I lose, I pretend I'm a milk tank. That was 3 matches, so I think we'll end that here. Maybe I'll bring up the more physical special split stuff later, because I think that's honestly one of the most interesting topics to talk about when it comes to Gen 3 versus Gen 4 onward. I guess like post pre-split versus post-split, There's just so much stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no... You just run the strong stab moves that or match your type, right? Or match your attack stat. And it's a big reason why that and EVs... Like, the thing with EVs and natures is... As much as they do impact mixed attackers, I think they're good, ultimately, because they give, they give you options for building your Pokemon. Even if they do tend to be a little... Like, natures in particular tend to be a little one-dimensional at times, because, like, for a lot of Pokemon, there tends to be just, for example, Gengar. 90% of... Well, actually, I guess Gengar isn't a good example of this, because, in Gen... Before they nerfed it, Explosion is a good move for Gengar, so, like, Gengar might not want to lower his attack. But, like, afterwards, Gengar doesn't really ever run physical moves, so he's always just going to run a nature that lowers his attack. And that's kind of a case where Explosion is so strong that even after the physical special split, you can still kind of get away with being a mixed attacker if Explosion is your mixed option. And then once they nerfed Explosion, it's like, well, that's that. Like, I feel like so many mixed attackers really suffer. Like, the only way you can be a good mixed attacker after it, after the physical special split is to be, like, just have a ridiculous base stat total. Like, it has to be, like, really high. Like, if you're one of the, the new term is now powerhouse Pokemon. It's like, that's the new, it's like the official term for pseudos now. But, like, if you're not, like, a pseudo-legendary, or, like, one of the, side legendaries, like, the beasts, or, Zapdos and whatnot, that just have the base stat total to kind of deal with being a mixed attack. And even then, Zapdos isn't really a mixed attacker much these days. Like, that's the funny thing. Like, you just lean into your stronger stat nowadays. That's just how it goes. And it's kind of unfortunate, because I feel like that's... Like, I don't think Game Freak ever went into, like, coming up with these ideas for, like, having only limited EVs versus maxing out every stat with stat EXP and, natures to, like, enhance one stat and lower another. I don't think they ever did that with the intention of making mixed attackers bad, but it's just kind of how everything's kind of gone down. But, anyways, I digress. Good God, that's a lot of talking. I'll probably do more Factory in the future. I don't know. Factory is probably the only stuff I'll do. I don't feel like the other stuff makes for great... Like, it's kind of... I don't know. It's not as fun for the actual fights. I feel like a lot of the fun for the other faculties is, like, building the team. You know what I mean? Especially for stuff like doubles, where you're trying to build a crazy good team for, a three Pokemon format. Like... something like, Gengar is a fantastic double Pokemon because he's immune to Explosion and he levitates, like, he's a great partner for a lot of setups. You can just, have his partner be like, if Species Clause wasn't a thing, honestly, triple Gengar just blowing everyone up wouldn't be the worst. Funny enough, Gengar himself does get Explosion, like, it's funny how good Gengar is in the context of doubles, and it's like, people, it's a weird topic. I was watching Worcester's streams. I remember he actually got mad because I think somebody started talking about this too. And it's like I think they were like, oh, did Gengar get better because of the split? And it's like, Gengar is great. I don't know why. Like, Gengar, I see a lot of people saying Gengar was a winner in the physical special split. And it's like, I guess in some sense that's true. But, like, Gengar is far from bad in Gens 1 to 3. Gengar is a top-tier Pokemon in the first 3 generations because he has a great move pool and, like, good stats and a great type. He doesn't need to have a stab. Not every... Like, that. I think that's what it comes down to. That's why I hate. That is my main reason for hating the physical special split is every Pokemon feels like they have to have a stab now. If you are not using a stab, what are you doing? 50% is a big deal. That is a huge boost to your attack. You need that to make sure you're doing the big damo. And that's kind of a shame that that's just how it goes nowadays, Oh, anyways, yeah, that'll be it for this part. See you guys later.